Thanks for clicking. Welcome to another Knowledge Math production. Today we're going to be talking about ordering integers and ordering numbers either on a number line or just putting them in order from largest to smallest or from smallest to largest. Okay, so let's get started. This is something that you've done many times before. So there's your number line, by the way. We'll go back here real quick. Here's your number line that we're talking about. Remember, zero's in the middle. Okay, your positive numbers are to the right, negative numbers are to the left. The more negative you get, the smaller you get. The more positive you get, the bigger you get. All right, so as you move right on the number line, the numbers get bigger. As you move left, the numbers decrease. Okay. All right, so let's compare -1 and -4. All right, so let's say I had 0. Here's 0 on my number line. Here's -1, -2, -3, -4. So I'm comparing this number with this number. So which one is larger? The -1 is larger than -4. I'd rather owe somebody $1 than owe them $4, right? So we're going to use our greater than, less than signs. Remember, greater than and less than, very easy to remember. Some people remember it with the alligator, okay? That always confused me. I always remember it like this. This is one sign, this is the other. This one, you can write the word less in it. So this is the less than sign. The other one must be is greater than. Okay, that's how I remember it. That's the easiest way to remember it, I think. Is the one you can write the word less in is the less than sign. All right, so -1 is greater than -4, right? It's larger than that. Okay, compare -19 and -9. So from 0, I don't want to necessarily draw it out on here. Okay, I don't want to make 19 spaces over there. I want to compare the two, though. Which one is better? Owing somebody $9 or owing them $19? I would say it's owing $9. So this one is greater. So -9 is greater than -19. That means -19 is less than -9, right? That's smaller than -9. It's further to the left on your number line. Okay. So we're going to graph and complete the statement. We're going to compare 3 with -5. Here we go. 0, 1, 2, 3. And then we have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So we're comparing this number and this number. So the -3 is certainly larger than the -5. -3 is greater than -5. -7 versus 2. So we'll put 0 on there. And then I'll go by 2s, I think. -2, -4, -6. Here's -7 right there. Versus 2. The 2 is certainly larger. So -7 is less than, it's smaller than 2. Right, so far so good. Okay, so the scores based below are based on par for a 36-hole golf course, for those of you who are golfers. Graph each integer on the number line, and we're going to label it. All right, so we're going to have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have to go any further than that. And then the smallest number is -6. So -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. All right, so we have a score of -3. Okay, I'm going to put a P up there for Patrick. And then Stephen is at -6. Joe is at -2. Dan is at 1. Charles is at 2. Brad is at -4. Vincent is at -5. And Randy is also at -3. All right, list this integers or the scores in order from smallest to largest. So the smallest number up here is -6, right? So -6, then -5, -4, -3, -2. then 1, then 2. Which golfer has the highest score? Okay, so the highest score is Charles. The lowest score is over here, S. That's Stephen. And which golfer's in the lead? If you remember, golf, the low score wins. So Stephen is in the lead because he has the lowest score. Okay, he's under par, 6 under par right now. That's a good score. All right, there's my answer. Okay, next, we're going to write the numbers from smallest to largest. Here we go. Remember, the larger the negative is, the smaller the number. So we're comparing negative 44, 44, 18, negative 13, and negative 33. Which one is the smallest number? Well, negative 44 is the smallest. Okay, that's the furthest to the left. Next, negative 33. Next, negative 13. You might want to cross them out as you go. That would help. It's going to help me. Next is 18, and then 44. Okay, 31, negative 33, 7, negative 11, negative 23. Smallest number, one furthest to the left, is negative 33. Then negative 23, negative 11, 7, and 31. Okay, smallest number to the left in number 3 is negative 11, then negative 6. Oh, now we're getting into the positives. So 30, 42, and 48. Got them. All right, and then finally, they're all negative. Which one is the furthest to the left? Negative 48. Then it's negative 44, negative 34, negative 28, and negative 12. All right, and finally, here's a chance for you to try real quick. Just try these 4. Make sure you can get them right. Okay, like I said, skip to the end of the slide. Make sure you have your answers correct. Check them all. All right, so negative 37, 21, negative 17, 13, and negative 13 and 43. Number furthest to the left is negative 37. Then negative 17, negative 13, 21, and 43. Over here, we have negative 40 is furthest to the left, then negative 38, negative 21, 12, 26. Okay, now they're all negative. And remember, the other way you can do this is if you're doing from smallest to largest, smallest number is the number that you would owe the most money on. So I'd be in the worst position if I owed $43. Then it'd be a little better if I owed 38. It'd be a little better if I owed 33. A little better if I owed 32. And then it'd be really good if I owed $1 to somebody, right? Because then I'm close to breaking even with them. I almost paid them back. All right, and then number 8. So I wouldn't want to owe $12. I'd like to have $16. I'd like to have $25. I'd like even more to have $26. And I'd really like to have $50. And there's my answers. Okay? And that's ordering numbers for you. And as always, thanks for clicking.